Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for listening in to this special podcast episode from the Playmaker Bar Podcast. As myself, down there, the Playmaker Sound is your host, and the Bear Man of Texas, Alazar. We're going to bring you the preview of Championship Sunday, while recapping what took place in the Divisional Round of the NFL playoffs. So thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Continue to support us and everything that we do. So sit back and relax. And this is your Championship Sunday preview show. Hope you're enjoying the episode that you listened to so far. And if you are, take a quick listen to this. If you ever thought about starting your own podcast because you love to talk, you love to debate, you want to get your thoughts out there to the world, but you got questions. How do I distribute it? How do I record it? How do I get it to host? There's only one answer for you, and that's Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it is 100% free. Not only 100% free, but easy to use. So if you want to go ahead and start that podcast and get your brand out there, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that is anchor.fm/start to go ahead and start on your brand right here, right now. So what you waiting on? Get on it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another special Playmakers Bar Podcast episode. As we continue to move on through the playoffs, we are now at Championship Sunday, which means divisional rounds are finished. Didn't go my way, to say the least. So, with that being said, you know me, your host down there, the Playmaker Silence. Also joining me, the Bear Man of Texas, Alazar. What's going on?
What's going on, brother? And to be honest, things didn't quite go my well either.
So, divisional round, you have 4 games. Starting off with the first game on the docket, my LA Rams at the Green Bay Packers. If you didn't listen to Rammy Talk, go back and listen to Rammy Talk as I finished that first season out. So I'm just gonna let Bear Man talk about this game because I really don't want to talk about it.
Well, exactly what I feared happened, Playmaker. Aaron Rodgers obviously was Aaron Rodgers. Okay. And I've said this before, when you have the number one defense going up against the number one offense, it's the offense that usually wins. But then again, there's the saying, defense wins championships. So maybe that needs to be reconsidered. Maybe sometimes it's the offense that can win the championship, especially when the offense remains explosive. But this Rams defense got lit up like a Christmas tree.
Aaron Donald wasn't Aaron Donald. That rib injury, it was holding him back. Jalen Ramsey, he met his match with Devontae Adams.
Yeah, we saw that play. We saw how pissed he was.
No sacks, no turnovers. That's all I'm saying. No sacks, no turnovers. I will say this: you cannot put this game on Jared Goff in the offense.
No, not at all.
They kept it as close as they could. Number one defense. You got to be the number one defense. That was the one game to not be the number one defense. So, we got sent home. Moving on, the next game. My brother ain't going to be happy about this, so he might not never listen to this. The Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills, and that defense did show up. But you lose Lamar Jackson.
Well, this is actually one of the games that I actually got right. I picked Buffalo, but I didn't expect this score to be 17-3. But the sad part is about this game, Darnell, is Lamar Jackson's exit from the game.
There's no other way to look at it. Lamar Jackson was concussed. He was done.
I mean, that hit. I mean, it was scary.
That was it. Josh Allen didn't need to do much. 206 and a touchdown. That's it for Josh Allen.
Yeah, Well, that's the disappointing part on my end because I did pick the Bills to win, but I picked I wanted to see. Well, I should say I said that we're gonna see the Bills offense do something big, and well, in this game they didn't really have to, so I can't really hold that against them. I mean, they did what had to be done, and they won at the end of the day.
Stephon Diggs, 106 receiving yards and the lone touchdown. Is that a thing we're going on? Quarterback wide receiver connection.
That thing with Allen and Stephon Diggs, it might just be the beginning. Because like you said, 8 catches, 106 yards, an average of 13 yards per catch. They're definitely on the same page.
I went 0 for 2. I was going defense, and defense didn't win the games. That was Saturday's action. Let's move over to Sunday's action. People in Kansas City, they was praying like they never prayed before. Because Chad Henne had to come in and save the day for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going to say that again. Chad Henne had to make sure the Kansas City Chiefs held on for a victory. Because Patrick Mahomes got knocked out the game with a concussion.
Man, it was, I don't know what was scary, the way he got taken down, or when he got up, the way he was dazed and couldn't walk on his own. The whole thing was pretty scary.
Baker Mayfield didn't help. 204, a touchdown and a pick.
I mean, Cleveland's defense, was able to give the Browns an offense another chance when they intercepted Chad Henne in the end zone, but Baker Mayfield couldn't get it done.
Nick Chubb, 69 yards on 13 carries. Kareem Hunt, 6 carries for 32 yards. I kind of figure you would think they would have had more attempts than that.
Certainly would have figured. But, man, not for nothing. The Browns finally went to the playoffs, upset the Steelers in the first round. Unfortunately, the Chiefs decided to say, all right, Browns, you've had your fun already. Fun's over.
Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce both had 8 catches. Both went over 100 yards. Travis Kelce caught the touchdown.
So the question right now is, will Patrick Mahomes be fit? Well, according to today, ESPN released an update saying that Patrick Mahomes did in fact practice. However, on a limited basis, he's still obviously in the NFL concussion protocol. If I were to take a wild guess, he may end up being a game time decision.
We will see. And then we get to the game where a defense actually won the game. And it's not the defense you expected. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers went to the Superdome and took down the New Orleans Saints.
And this time, we both failed miserably on this one. Both of us. And I do mean failed miserably.
Drew Brees went 19 for 34. 134, 1 touchdown. Not 1, not 2, but 3 interceptions. Is this how Drew Brees is going to walk out of the NFL? 19 for 34. That's not even 50% completion percentage. That's barely 50%. 134 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Wait for it. You know what the average is? 3.9.
That's certainly not the Drew Brees that we know.
By the way, James Winston came in, threw 1 pass, he threw a bomb, and it went for a touchdown.
So is this it? That's the $1 million question right there, Playmaker. Is this it for Drew Brees? Is he gonna go down like this, or is he gonna come back to rectify that one season and play at least one more season?
First, in the wild card round, it was Big Ben. Divisional round, it was Drew Brees.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that. two longtime NFL veterans going down like that. It's like the game obviously did not love them at the end.
I mean, Tom Brady didn't look much better. Only thing the difference is he went 18 for 33 years, one pass less than Breeze, 199. Only thing he did right was throw 2 touchdowns and didn't throw a pick.
Well, he did have his defense. You know, he had a defense that had his back.
By the way, besides them 3 interceptions, the Bucs got a fumble recovery too.
Yeah, 4 turnovers.
That was the turning point of the game. They made Jared Cook fumble, and that was all she wrote. Because the Bucs went on from there.
And we both guaranteed that New Orleans would win.
The reverse of Week 9 happened in the Divisional Round. Remember Week 9 for those of you who got Sunday Night Football down in Tampa? Y'all probably getting y'all memories caught up. It was the Saints who was turning over Tom Brady. The Bucs returned the favor.
And they did it at the best time.
Leonard Fournette had 17 carries for 63 yards. Ronald Jones, 13 carries for 62 yards. Oh, Tom Brady decided to get a rushing touchdown, too. Just to add insult to injury.
And now it comes down to Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. The winner returns to the Super Bowl.
Like, the divisional round is 3 offensive teams won and a defensive one.
Shit has just gotten real, buddy.
You know, as I sit here and think about it, don't worry, we're not taking no break. We're going to go straight through this. Because Championship Sunday. By the way, the Super Bowl is still in Tampa Bay. There has not been a relocation. And the team that plays in that stadium is still in the playoffs. They got to go to Lambeau Field first to get back to Tampa. So either way, they will go back to Tampa. The question is, do they go back to Tampa by beating the top seed in the NFC and the MVP of the NFL, and Aaron Rodgers, or do they go back to Tampa to watch 2 other teams playing their own stadium?
Well, right now to say that Tampa Bay is in the predicament would be a major understatement, because how insulting would it be if Green Bay eliminates Tampa and wins the Super Bowl on their turf? Well, that's salt thrown into a deep open wound. But Championship Sunday, the best part of the playoffs, the NFC and the AFC Championship. This is what it comes down to.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers.
You know, obviously the Green Bay Packers have to be the overwhelming favorites, right? Because it is, of course, in Lambeau Field. Now, this sounds silly. Leaving warm and beautiful Tampa, Florida, going up to the frozen tundra and the freezing weather of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Just to get back home.
I mean, they say sometimes you have to go through hell to win a championship. The Tampa Bay Bucks got to go through a tundra, fight in a tundra.
Oh, do I need to do the line?
Might as well.
The frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Shout out to Chris Berman, by the way. I miss seeing Chris Berman talk football.
If Tom Brady manages to have a great game.
By the way, wait a minute. Who was the first team that beat the Packers this season? Buccaneers.
Yes, it sure was.
And they picked Rodgers off twice. They beat them down in Tampa. Oh, didn't we just see a game where one team beat the other one down in the regular season and that team returned the favor just last week?
Oh, yes, sir.
So Tampa Bay gave the Packers their first loss of the season, and they did it in a beatdown fashion, and it was in the place where the Super Bowl was going to be held at. But now you got to go to Green Bay to duplicate what you did back in week 4. But the conditions are all different now because you in the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Just throwing that out there. I'm just throwing that out there. You go ahead there, man.
Well, let me say this. Green Bay has not forgotten what Tampa did. But I'm just going to say this. If Tom Brady has another great game and if Aaron Rodgers gets beaten down by this Tampa defense, well, another reason why Tom Brady's the GOAT, right? But if you knock out Green Bay, that has to make Tampa the favorite to win the Super Bowl, whether it's Kansas City or Buffalo.
I'm gonna say this right here. I'm not making a pick, okay? I'm not picking this game. I need more time to think about these games, okay? But Alex, I want you to make sure that Paul hear this, that Nick hear this, that Dre hear this, that everybody who is fans of these two teams in this game hear this, okay?
Well, if they're listening, you guys better listen up, because the Playmaker ain't fucking around.
If Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat Green Bay, they will win the Super Bowl. And I don't even care if Patrick Mahomes do make it back. If the Bucs make it to the Super Bowl, they are winning the whole thing.
Very valid statement, and it's very, very realistic.
And you know what's going to happen? Tom Brady can ride up to the sunset. Because guess what? He did something that nobody has ever did. Because no team has ever hosted a Super Bowl.
And won it.
No team has ever played in the Super Bowl in their own stadium. If Tampa Bay beat Aaron Rodgers, call it a wrap. Cause you know why? Let it be Kansas City. They met before, and they met at Raymond James Stadium. You know what happened? Kansas City beat they behind. So guess what happened if they meet again in the Super Bowl?
Well, if I were Kansas City, I would understand this is not the Tampa team that we saw during the season. This is a better and totally different team.
That was not me picking the game. I'm just telling you how I see it. Best believe if Tom Brady and the Bucs win in Lambeau Field and they make history, they're gonna make that history at the end of the Super Bowl too. I'm just telling you that right here, right now. That's all I gotta say. So Green Bay Packer fans, y'all gonna need the same Aaron Rodgers that showed up against my LA Rams. Picked apart my secondary, because guess what? We had the best. Who had the number 1 defense in the entire league?
Los Angeles.
Who had the number 1 passing defense in the league?
Los Angeles.
Who had the number 1 scoring defense in the league?
Los Angeles.
Aaron Rodgers put up 32 points.
That's Aaron Rodgers for you, buddy. This dude, I mean, he don't give an F. He don't give an F how tough you are. He's the kind of guy, actions speak louder than words, son. Aaron Rodgers doesn't talk. He just takes action. He lets the skills do the talking.
Oh, matter of fact, Aaron Rodgers is gonna remember this because they only scored. I think they only scored 10 points in that game at Tampa. If I remember correctly. I think that was the lowest of the season for them. And that's the number one offense in the league. So best believe that team is coming for vengeance. And it's not gonna be pretty. I'm just gonna tell y'all that.
It was 38-10, but I should remind the world that at the end of that first quarter, it was 10-0 Green Bay, but then Tampa scored 38 unanswered points.
Repeat that. I want them to remember what you just said.
Oh, with pleasure, Mr. Playmaker, sir. The Packers had a 10-0 lead at the end of first quarter. And then Tampa scored 38, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, 38 unanswered points.
Guess what? Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay gonna hear about all week.
I bet he's been having it all week already, and I'm sure he's already sick to death of it.
Oh shit! If he put up 32 against the number one defense in the NFL, and Tampa Bay's a top 5, top 10 defense in the league, but it ain't the number one defense, ain't the number one passing defense in the league either. Oh, he's scoring more than 10 this Sunday. Matter of fact, he's scoring more than 20 this Sunday. And Tampa Bay beat the Saints 30-20. So let y'all do the math on that. But that's enough about that game. We talked about it. It's the other game we need to look at. There's Josh Allen. And hopefully against Patrick Mahomes.
Gotta give it to Buffalo. The first time since I believe 1996 or 1995, 1996 that they're in the freaking AFC Championship. I think the last time they were in the AFC Championship, they went to the Super Bowl where they lost to my Cowboys. It's tough for me to live with the fact that I'm too young to remember those Super Bowl winning days.
Let's pray that Patrick Mahomes plays because you got Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill. Nobody on Buffalo can match Travis Kelce, so we not even gonna worry about that. Who defense wants to make that one play to change the game? That's the question.
Buffalo is more determined than ever. You can trust me on that.
Hey, everybody thought they can trust the Browns too, and look what happened. They couldn't catch the Chiefs with Chad Henne.
But I'm a little worried for Patrick. Even if he plays, is he gonna be affected by the concussion-like symptoms? Because if they are taking effect, it's going to affect his play. His accuracy is at risk. I mean, he could lose his equilibrium. If he gets hit again, and he's aggravating a concussion, it gets worse. I mean, that's why I believe it's going to be a game-time decision whether Patrick Mahomes plays or not. But if Mahomes doesn't play, it might be over for the Chiefs. Provided, of course, Josh Allen doesn't go through what Baker Mayfield went through, not be able to lead the offense to get through it.
I know Bills Mafia, they licking their chops right now. They can almost taste it. But do remember, this is the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions y'all playing against. Y'all better come prepared. And it's gonna take more than Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs to win this game. Cause whatever Stephon Diggs can do, Tyreek Hill can do. But there's nobody on the Buffalo side of the field that can do what Travis Kelce does.
Oh no.
And by the way, the Bills don't have no running game. The Chiefs got Carlos Edwards-Helaire. Oh, by the way, in the Browns game, they brought back Darrell Williams. And they still got Le'Veon Bell.
Chiefs are freaking loaded, buddy.
So, Mr. Josh Allen, you better be Patrick Mahomes second, like you've been all season. Because if you slightly less than Patrick Mahomes the second, it could be doomsday for the Buffalo Bills. Will it happen? I don't know. It's like I said, I ain't making no picks on this. I need some time.
The Bills are on a mission, Darnell. They're on a mission to erase the image of the fact that they're the first team, the only team, to go to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and lose all 4 of them. Of course, 2 of them were which to my Cowboys, but well, Buffalo's obviously not the team that they had back then. But of course, a friend of mine made a prediction. He believes that Buffalo will go to the Super Bowl, only to be destroyed. He feels like it's going to be 1992 all over again. That whoever Buffalo plays in the Super Bowl, they will be obliterated. Apparently, because he was around when the Cowboys won those Super Bowls. He remembers Super Bowl 27, when Dallas forced 9 turnovers and scored 35 points off those turnovers. Like, dude, Buffalo is not that team. I mean, we don't know. We can't compare the team they had back then to the team they have today. But Buffalo is capable of anything.
I know I'm not making picks on this, but Bearman can make his picks. Because Bearman in the Super Bowl is going to be the young QB versus the old QB. Question is, which young QB and which old QB will be in Tampa in 2 weeks?
It's hard to make the official prediction, but now this is the scenario now. Okay, if Mahomes is practicing limitedly, I really honestly believe he's already going to play. But assuming that the concussion, the symptoms are really taking a toll, that he's not feeling too well, his gameplay will be affected, okay? But if he's fully cleared, and he's feeling great, then Chiefs are winning it. But if Patrick Mahomes is cleared but is not 100%, and the Buffalo defense takes advantage of it, well, Buffalo might get away with it. Buffalo will return to the Super Bowl. But right now, with the official pick, I have to go with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are loaded. The defense is disciplined. It could be the beginning. I said last year the Chiefs have potential of starting a dynasty. My prediction might be true.
So he has Patrick Mahomes getting back to the Super Bowl. In a way, which is ironic because he won his first one last year, and that was in Miami. Now you got him going back to the Super Bowl, and it's in Tampa.
Imagine that, winning your 2 titles in the beautiful state of Florida.
But who is the old guy he's going to face in that Super Bowl?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Either the GOAT or Aaron Rodgers. Either way, it ain't gonna be easy.
Who you got?
Who do I got in the Super Bowl?
Because you got Kansas City there. Who are they going against?
Now that I'm gonna be fully realistic, I think we're gonna see a rematch. A rematch of the very, very, very first Super Bowl. Kansas City versus Green Bay.
Oh, he's going for the juicy one.
Look, if you know Aaron Rodgers as well as I do, like I said, he don't give an F how good your defense is, because sometimes they'll say your defense is not good until they've played a team like a high-power offense led by Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if Tampa wins, I'll come and I come back on the show, I'll say I was wrong. I ain't gonna lie. But realistically, I don't know if I can see Green Bay possibly losing it this time. And keep in mind, they haven't forgotten what happened in the first meeting They're not gonna let it. They don't want to let it happen again.
He's trying to provide headlock. He's trying to make Tampa go berserk. Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes.
A rematch of the first Super Bowl.
Ooh. Hey, he got Green Bay and KC. February 7th, Tampa, Florida. Y'all might get my picks from me on Pipe Bomb. Actually, y'all will get my picks from me on Pipe Bomb because somebody gonna make me do it after they drill me about my Rams losing to Green Bay.
And disrespecting my Cowboys.
But man, it is what it is. Like I said earlier, go check out this season ending of Rambly Talk. Season 1 has come to an end, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. I'll get back to it in time. Until then, it's Championship Sunday. Brady versus Rodgers. Josh Allen versus whoever's going to be the quarterback for Kansas City. Then after that, it'll be Super Bowl time. But we'll be back before then because we just don't cover football. We cover other sports too, which includes wrestling. And next week, Bearman, it's the road to WrestleMania.
Oh, and speaking of WrestleMania, let's do a little sneak peek. A couple of WrestleManias, they've revealed the locations, haven't they?
Y'all better tune in next Saturday. We're gonna talk about that because we got some interesting stops for the next 3 WrestleManias.
Oh yes.
But until then, Bearman of Texas, Alex Alcazar, the Playmaker down there, signing off. Until next time, enjoy your Championship Sunday.
May the best teams win.